Hi, my name is Natan Day, and this is my code of conduct video for MGT 16, section B00. The prompt is, I've read the code of conduct of Rivian Automotive Inc., and here's what it tells me about the company. Initially, I'd like to preface by mentioning that I have some bias towards Rivian. I genuinely like their designs and their mission as a company. That being said, I'm fully aware that in practice, they face significant manufacturing and software challenges. Anyways, on paper, Rivian's code of conduct is exactly what you'd expect from a modern sustainability driven company. It includes strong whistleblower protections, environmental commitments, and ethical supply chain policies, all of which align with their electric vehicle focus and outdoorsy brand image. But as we've learned in class, what really matters isn't just what's written down, it's how a company behaves when faced with tough decisions. Take their 2022 vehicle recall, for example. Rivian voluntarily recalled 13,000 vehicles due to a potential safety issue, a loose fastener that could affect steering. That's textbook ethical behavior, prioritizing customer safety over profits. It reminds me of the milk recall scenario from Quiz 2. We're doing the right thing and taking a financial hit. In Rivian's case, they followed the integrity model, choosing accountability over risk. Their supply chain ethics are another strong point. Rivian requires suppliers to respect human rights, explicitly banning forced labor and child labor. Now you might think, shouldn't that be the bare minimum? When you look at competitors like Tesla and General Motors, which have faced scrutiny over cobalt mining practices, a key material in EV batteries, Rivian's stance stands out. Their commitment to ethical sourcing likely contributes to their supply chain delays, but to me, that's a fair trade-off for maintaining strong moral principles. That being said, as a fan, I have to acknowledge Rivian's shortcomings. Earlier this year, they laid off 10% of salaried workers, a clear financial decision that, in my opinion, didn't fully consider the human impact as carefully as their code suggested should. This is where growth pressure comes into conflict with ethics. Rivian is still a young company, figuring out the ebbs and flows of the auto industry, and sometimes ambition outpaces execution. Then there's also the 2022 pricing controversy, where Rivian tried to hike prices 20% overnight for pre-ordered customers. The backlash was immediate and they reversed course, but the initial misstep made me question whether the decision through this went through the same ethical lens as their code promises. The bottom line is Rivian's code of conduct sets a high bar, and in areas like sustainability and supply chain ethics, they're clearly making an effort. But like any fast-growing company, there's a gap between ideals and realities. The true test will be whether they can maintain these standards as they scale, especially when profitability pressure intensify. As someone who wants Rivian to succeed, I hope they stay true to their ethical commitments. But as we've seen, even the best intentions get tested in the real world.